Welcome back. Here at BNN Bloomberg, we always talk about the equity markets. We frequently talk about investing in private markets as well. We're going to do something a little different right now. Another type of alternative investment, investing in art, works of art. In 2022, the art market saw record sales, but how does that performance stack up now? Let's bring in a Canadian expert. Rob Cowley is Canadian art specialist and president of Cowley Abbott. It's an art auction house. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thanks, Paul. Pleasure to be here.
This, I understand, is art auction season in Canada, correct?
It is indeed. Our live auction takes place Wednesday evening. Yeah, so we're getting ready for that right now.
What makes November art auction season?
It's always been traditionally the season. May and November, sometimes June and December. It's always been, I actually couldn't tell you, it started in the 1960s. We also follow New York and the UK as well. New York just closed their sales last week.
There's perhaps a lot of wealth out there among people who can afford to buy art. Stock markets are high, and that means a lot of people out there are sitting on gains and have disposable income. They can easily raise some cash by selling some stocks. Is that a positive for the art market right now?
It absolutely is. We witnessed that even starting during COVID. So many collectors, both new collectors and established collectors, they saw the opportunity in the art world. They also had the time to focus on it. So we had so much reconnection even with the passion of collecting, but also financially. It was the same. People seeing the opportunity for investment, and that's just continued over the last 5 years.
So is this a good time to be a buyer or a seller of art?
There's actually advantages to both at this point. We're finding with the confidence in the market and the art market over the last 5 years, what we found is that it's bringing museum quality works to the forefront to auction every season. The auction market has never been more lively. There's never been a greater opportunity to purchase museum quality work. For buyers, there's a great deal that's available, and for sellers, there's a great deal of confidence in the market, and we're seeing record prices every season.
Museum quality work, if it's not too simplistic a question, what is museum quality work?
It'd be a work simply that could hang in a museum. The best, you know, if you take an artist, let's say, but like Emily Carr or Lauren Harris, it would be an example by that artist that could hang in a museum. And right now we're finding that. We sold a major collection, a private collection over 3 seasons just a couple of years ago. And that was over $36 million worth of art. It set almost 30 records in the market. And those were truly museum quality works. And of course, those results and the confidence in the market continues to bring us museum quality works from private collectors.
So museum curators would make those decisions, but what are they looking at to make that would make a piece of art, in their opinion, museum quality?
How it would fit in their collection is often vital, and also quality and rarity. So looking at, is it the best example by an artist? Is it a rare example by the artist as well? And with a museum with a public collection, it would also be how well it fits in the collection they already have.
What drives value? What causes the price of a piece of art to rise at auction?
Demand does. I mean, the auction market is really about supply as well. When there's confidence in our market, as I said, the supply comes to us. We see major works by highly celebrated artists. And again, even starting in the last 5 years, there's been so much confidence from bidders and buyers and those looking to newly invest in the market that's contributed a great deal to the success in the market.
Okay. On our other set in the studio, we've got a couple of pieces set up. Talk to us about this one. Marcel Ferrand, untitled, estimated to be worth up to $300,000. That's the one on the right-hand side of the screen, correct?
Yep. The abstract work. Marcel Ferrand has been an artist to watch in recent years. She's always been highly celebrated in the marketplace, a Quebec painter. There's a 1959 work by the artist. In recent years, she joined the $1 Million Club at auction in Canada with 2 of her works exceeding the $1 million mark in the last 2 years. One of them sold by our firm in 2022. This painting, $200,000 to $300,000, fantastic example. Prime period as well, which is very important, and we could certainly expect to see it exceed that estimate.
Perhaps the most famous painter in Canadian history, Thompson, has not lost his appeal, according to what I'm seeing here. A beautiful piece of work called Giant's Tomb, Georgian Bay, summer 1914, possibly worth as much as $700,000 at auction. And
we could see it exceed that as well. Thompson's work in the last 5 years has routinely exceeded expectation. We sold a work for over $2.2 million. That's a couple of years ago. This painting is a rare example of a work that depicts Georgian Bay rather than Algonquin Park. What's amazing about this work is that it has just completed an exhibition tour that was the McMichael Canadian Art Collection, as well as the O'Dane Museum in Whistler, and was part of the North Star, a major exhibition devoted to Thompson. And so that work, again, just exited that exhibition.